did what I like, like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for like stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me.
Game plan, and you know, a lot of times when he says certain things on social media, I say, you know, he's to me, he's still a kid. And when I was that age, I probably would have did the same thing. I didn't have a Floyd Mayweather to stand.
The fight between Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul is turning out to be much bigger than anyone expected, as it has now reunited Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather after nearly 2 years of tension. Many believed they would never see the two together again, but Floyd surprised everyone by joining Davis's training camp to help him handle the massive size difference in the upcoming fight. During his visit, Mayweather guided Davis through defensive drills, shadowboxing, and strength exercises, emphasizing how to stay sharp against a heavier opponent. Before sparring with Davis himself, Floyd observed him working with heavyweight partners, studying his movements closely, and giving real-time instructions. The sight of mentor and protege back together in the gym was something few saw coming, adding a new layer of intrigue to an already headline-grabbing matchup.
Break to the chest. Hey, move your feet, shake. We don't do what the fuck we want to do up here.
That got ring experience as a fighter to be in your corner so they can help you when you get in certain situations. Can tell you how you can go about the situation.
There was no trace of animosity when they met, and Floyd's visit came as a genuine surprise to everyone in the gym. Despite their history, he was welcomed warmly, and his respectful approach quickly eased any remaining tension. As other fighters went about their training, Gervonta Davis, his coaches, and Floyd spent time talking and reconnecting. When it was finally time for Davis to train, the moment felt like a flashback to their old partnership. Floyd watched closely, offering technical advice and subtle adjustments, occasionally stepping in alongside Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis to point out details in Davis's movement and timing. What began as an unexpected reunion soon turned into a familiar rhythm between mentor and student, blending respect, nostalgia, and focus. With all these intense training sessions, expectations are sky high for Gervonta Davis to emerge victorious when he faces Jake Paul on fight night. Tank and Floyd have always shared similar traits: precision, discipline, and a deep understanding of the sport. And their chemistry in training only reinforces that connection. Still, skepticism runs deep among fans. Some believe Tank might take a dive or hold back during the fight, fueling conspiracy theories that have long surrounded Jake Paul's matchups. After all, Paul's previous bout with Mike Tyson left many viewers questioning its legitimacy, calling it more of a spectacle than a real contest. Whether this fight follows the same path or proves the critics wrong will depend entirely on how seriously both men step into that ring.
It's not even on that pro record. It's basically just like a exhibition.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Crazy.
Bank robbery.
Huh?
Bank robbery.
Well, not really, because people, I swear everyone has Netflix, or most people have Netflix.
But for them, they're getting a bag.
So, yeah, for them, yeah, it's probably a bank robbery. Yeah,
As things stand, there's no sign of anything suspicious surrounding the fight, Though whether Gervonta Davis goes all out on fight night remains to be seen. The real drama might come if the bout goes the distance and ends up in the judges' hands. That's because recent reports revealed that one of the 3 judges for the Paul vs. Davis fight will actually be an AI system, a first in boxing history. The announcement immediately sparked debate, with fans questioning how an algorithm could possibly interpret the rhythm, power, and nuance of a real fight. If the match goes to the scorecards, many believe that's where the real controversy could begin.
What makes you think that you can be the fighter to stop him? And if you can't stop him, do you think you can stop him?
Yeah, for sure. I think I can stop him. I'm much quicker than him. He's much stronger, much bigger, but we all know that tall fighters is a taller fighter. A shorter person is hard to fight a taller person. So, a taller person is hard to fight a shorter.
While an AI judge has appeared in boxing broadcasts before, it's unprecedented for one to have an official say on the scorecard. Thankfully, this is just an exhibition. But even so, it opens the door for serious controversy if fans feel one fighter clearly dominated and the final verdict comes down to artificial intelligence. Considering how many critics Jake Paul already has, the idea of an AI deciding his fate in the ring definitely won't sit well with them.
Netflix. Yeah.
Down the lens, why should everyone tune in tomorrow night? The Zone pay-per-view. What a card. It's nice to see Misfits back. It's nice to see JJ back.
Mrs. 22, I mean, I don't need to say much. Look online, see all the chaos that's happening. It's going to be rowdy, it's going to be chaotic, but it's going to...
The Paul vs. Davis fight is now just over a month away and will include several high-profile bouts on the undercard, featuring names like Alicia Baumgardner, Ellie Scottney, and Gary Antoine Russell. Meanwhile, the tension between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis has been one of the most talked about storylines leading up to this event. Their relationship hit a breaking point over the past year, leaving fans uncertain about where they truly stand. Things got especially bad when Floyd not only appeared to pick sides against Davis in his last fight, but also behaved in ways many felt were uncharacteristic of a boxing legend.
No, real quick, Sam, actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know if he's still in here. I know he has his big...
Tank on here?
Yeah, Tank. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's still on here. I don't know if he's still...
Boxing legend. Floyd Mayweather guided Gervonta "Tank" Davis through most of his career, helping him win world titles across multiple weight divisions and become one of the sport's most exciting fighters. However, things changed after their split in 2022, as their relationship grew increasingly hostile, with both men trading public insults in the years that followed. In a recent interview on the Jay Hill podcast, Davis revealed a shocking claim that his former mentor once set him up in a fight hoping he would lose. He explained that Mayweather was so upset after one of Tank's previous bouts that he felt posting about the fight's cancellation wasn't enough. According to Davis, Floyd went as far as predicting an easy fight for Tank as a 50-50 matchup, and even gave Frank Martin tips to help him beat him. This time, Floyd's feud with Gervonta Davis seemed to cloud his judgment to the point where he allegedly reached out to Tank's former opponent in secret, giving him tips on how to beat Davis. Whether those instructions were ignored or simply ineffective remains unclear. What we do know is that on fight night, that same opponent started strong, showing flashes of control in the early rounds, only for everything to unravel in the 8th. Just 1 minute and 49 seconds into the round, a thunderous punch from Gervonta Davis sent his opponent crashing to the canvas. With that knockout, Tank secured the 30th win of his career, and perhaps a message to anyone, including Floyd, who ever doubted his power.
Son Davis!
in boxing, and we're coming to fight. We made it smaller gloves just now today, so someone's getting put to sleep.
How's your mental?
I'm doing great, man. I'm just so happy to be here. I love all of this. Excited to get back to camp and just knock this guy out and prove people wrong once again.
What are you guys gonna agree on?
Oh man, this is where we first wanted it in the first place. This is where it's all at. Miami's popping, Better's here, so download Better, and man, we're gonna run it up on November 14th.
Do you believe that this boxing event put you closer to the fight with Canelo Alvarez? I mean, you are fighting with a regular champion.
But that wasn't even the real problem. The real issue was Floyd Mayweather's involvement. A man who had been at odds with Gervonta Davis for years, locked in one of the most dramatic mentor versus protege feuds boxing has seen in recent history.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 in the morning. You know, go do it when, cause 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 in the morning and go give yourself a mental aid.
In a recent interview with Jay Hill, Gervonta Davis dropped some shocking revelations about his long, complicated relationship with Floyd Mayweather. One of the most explosive claims was that Floyd had secretly hoped to see him lose. According to Davis, Mayweather had always wanted to see him stumble. And at one point, that wish nearly came true. But Floyd didn't stop there. Before their unexpected reunion, he reportedly tried once again to distract Davis in the lead-up to a major world title fight, reigniting tensions that fans thought were finally behind them.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level.
But here's what really happened. Gervonta "Tank" Davis was once the prized protege of boxing legend Floyd Mayweather. But today, the two barely speak. Their fallout was public and messy, yet Davis used that split as fuel to grow, not just as a fighter, but as a global star. While it's never pleasant to hear about such breakups between mentor and student, Davis has finally opened up about what went down with Mayweather and his promotional company. Speaking on the Mr. Jill podcast, he laid out his side of the story and revealed the truth behind their fractured relationship.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now, what came out still on top?
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just it was a situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Davis admitted that meeting his idol up close changed everything. Once you get around someone you look up to like Mayweather, you realize they're not who they portray themselves to be, he said. It's a letdown and it hurts. According to him, their relationship turned toxic when Floyd began putting him in what he called lose-lose situations. Davis recalled his first world title fight against Jose Pedraza, saying he was only 21, unbeaten at 16-0, and hadn't fought in nearly 8 months. At the time, he was barely making $10,000 a fight and was struggling financially. They told me I had to fight him or I'd be shelved, he revealed. I got evicted and had to sell my car. For sure, Floyd did that intentionally. Davis said he started warning other young fighters about those experiences so they wouldn't fall into the same trap. But when some of those same fighters later expressed interest in fighting him, it cut deep. Now, when they say they want to fight me, it feels like betrayal.
First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the say Terrence Crawford should fight? Benavidez. That don't make no sense.
An old chapter has been reopened in the turbulent relationship between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather. This time not by either man, but by two of Davis's own trainers. The things they revealed about Floyd's treatment of Davis were shocking enough to make even his most loyal fans question the boxing legend's integrity. Their words gave new context to every outburst, every cold comment, and every act of defiance Davis ever showed toward his former mentor. For years, the bond between Mayweather and Davis looked unbreakable, a father-son relationship built on respect and ambition. But behind the scenes, cracks had already begun to form. The tension became public when Davis accused Mayweather of banning him from his own gym while he was preparing for his 2023 fight against Ryan Garcia, a move that symbolized how far their relationship had fallen.
I was in a lose-lose situation. Now,
What?
came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought,
You talking about like a boxing match or?
yeah, boxing match.
Ooh.
Though Gervonta Davis officially parted ways with Mayweather Promotions in 2022, Floyd Mayweather publicly insisted there were no hard feelings. Nothing lasts forever. I will always love Tank. I like him, love him, and look at him as a son. He has to do what's best for him, Floyd said. But it didn't take long for things to sour. Soon after, Davis began openly criticizing his former mentor, accusing him of unresolved financial dealings in Dubai. What started as mutual respect quickly turned into tension, and over time, both men began trading subtle jabs, each trying to defend his legacy, while the cracks in their once unbreakable bond grew wider. Remember when the 29-year-old claimed that pretty boy Floyd was stuck in Dubai over unpaid debts? That accusation marked the breaking point. From there, things spiraled fast, and rumors began flying about the real tension between them. Recently, Davis's longtime coaches decided to speak up about what really went down. Calvin Ford, who's been with Tank since day one, revealed details in a video posted to his Instagram, expressing frustration over how Mayweather handled things behind the scenes. Alongside him, assistant coach Kenny Ellis echoed the sentiment, questioning Floyd's decision to reportedly bar Davis from his own training facility during one of the most crucial points of his career. For them, it wasn't just disrespect, it was sabotage.
Y'all all stepping, huh?
Nigga, where Derek at? I don't know.
You don't like
Speak up, Frank.
What that mean?
No limit. I don't like Floyd, motherfucker.
Ellis didn't mince words when calling out Mayweather's actions. He questioned how Floyd could claim Tank was like a son, yet ban him from the gym before the biggest fight of his career. Why would you do that? Did you want him to lose? He asked, his frustration cutting through every word. The coaches described the move as a deep betrayal, something that went beyond business. Ford shared that he confronted Mayweather directly, and Floyd denied ever blocking Davis from the gym, but neither Ford nor Ellis bought it. They insisted that Mayweather's motives needed to be questioned publicly, even daring the media to press him for answers. Still, Ford tried to find a silver lining, suggesting that maybe all the chaos only made Tank stronger and more determined to carve his own path without Floyd's shadow looming over him.
What's your dream fight card?
Dream fight card?
Anybody.
So there's a couple fights on there. Me versus Floyd.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll leave.
Reflecting on the whole ordeal, Ford described it as a lesson within a lesson. What started as a setback turned out to be motivation in disguise. Tank channeled the frustration into his training, and the results spoke for themselves when he knocked out Ryan Garcia in the 7th round, proving he belonged among boxing's elite. Ford opened up about the emotional layers of the situation between Mayweather and Davis, calling it a different type of beast. He compared it to a father-son dynamic, saying, "That dad coaching stuff, it's emotional, man. You know that situation, boy. It's heavy." It was clear that beyond the business drama, there was real pain and history between the two, making their story as complicated as it was powerful.
Snapchat.
Okay.
Kept hitting me on Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was the downfall of y'all?
The Baltimore coach explained that he personally called Mayweather to ask why Tank had been barred from the gym, but Floyd denied ever doing it. Despite that, both coaches held Mayweather accountable, with Ellis saying, "I would love for the media to ask him what was on your mind when you put Tank out of the gym. We're from Baltimore, man. In any situation, we stay 10 toes down." the grind doesn't stop. Ford, however, chose to focus on the positives. He recalled the day vividly and described it as a lesson within a lesson. What seemed like a setback at first turned out to be an experience that strengthened their resolve and helped them overcome major obstacles.
I mean, 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it.
What they first saw as something negative turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Ford wrote that you have to find the light in the darkness, and that's exactly what they did. The moment pushed Tank to train harder, leading to his 7th-round knockout of Ryan Garcia. Their story goes back to 2015, just 2 years after Davis turned pro. Mayweather first spotted him during one of Adrian Broner's training camps and was immediately impressed. That meeting led to Davis joining Mayweather Promotions, where Floyd took him under his wing with the goal of shaping him into a global superstar. Their bond was once incredibly strong, built on trust, mentorship, and shared ambition.
Bond. Tell him again, Floyd.
But things started to unravel when Floyd Mayweather appeared on Fight Hype and criticized modern boxers for being too focused on fame and luxury instead of perfecting their craft. His comments quickly stirred controversy because many felt he was indirectly taking shots at fighters like Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Just days after Ryan Garcia's fight with Devin Haney, Mayweather went on a heated rant, claiming too many boxers cared more about designer outfits and social media than their performance in the ring. He bragged that the new generation admires his success, but ignores the years of hard work and discipline it took to become the finished product they idolize today. For many fans, it was clear that Floyd's message wasn't just general advice. It was a veiled jab aimed directly at Tank Davis. There was a time when Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. shared a genuine bond. When Tank's career was just taking off, Mayweather took him under his wing, guiding him like a mentor, shaping his successor. But as the years passed, that friendship slowly turned into one of boxing's most bitter rivalries, a relationship that has now reached its latest chapter. Mayweather first met Davis in 2015 and immediately recognized his raw potential, signing him to Mayweather Promotions and helping him rise to stardom. But today, that partnership is just a memory. For more exclusive updates, news, and behind-the-scenes moments from the world of boxing, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Until next time, peace out.